Hey everyone, and welcome to Let's Play the Oregon Trail. This is a game that came out originally in 1984, and this version obviously was in 1992. I think this is the Oregon Trail Deluxe version that we're playing today. And it was designed as an educational game for kids to learn about the pioneer days and traveling west and the dangers and trials and tribulations of making that journey. So we are going to take that journey today, start that journey at least, and make our way westward to a piece of land out west in Oregon. So let's travel the trail. Welcome to the Oregon Trail. You're about to begin a great adventure, traveling the Oregon Trail across the rugged landscape of North America. Your covered wagon, pulled by a team of oxen, will travel from Independence, Missouri to the fertile Willamette Valley of the Oregon Territory, a journey of approximately 2,000 miles. Before you set off, register your name, the names of the members of your wagon party, and your occupation. After that, you'll need to buy supplies and make other important decisions. Good luck. Thank you. Okay, so here we give ourselves a name. Will be Judd. And we have 4 others in our party. And I guess we could change those names if we like, but I think John, Beth, Zeke, and Mary are fine names. And we choose our occupation. Banker, blacksmith, carpenter, doctor, farmer, merchant, saddlemaker, teacher. People from all walks of life went west to Oregon. You can pick your occupation, but each choice has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so if you're a banker, you start with more cash, no special advantages, and no final bonus. So if you really want the most money, looks like the banker is the way to go. At the other end, we have the teacher, who has the least amount of money. No special advantage, but a larger final bonus. I think I care more about making it to the end than having a big final bonus. And I really don't know how much cash we need. So maybe someone in the middle here. It would be nice if we were able to get our parts repaired if need be. So why don't we go with the blacksmith? Blacksmith or carpenter? Blacksmith will work. Okay. Matt's General Store. Help, what do we do here? Matt can give you pretty good advice about what to buy.
I recommend at least 6 oxen to pull your wagon, and you'll need plenty of flour, sugar, bacon, coffee, and other types of food. I suggest you start out with at least 200 pounds of food for each person in your party. You'll need good warm clothing, especially for the mountains. I recommend taking at least 2 sets of clothes per person. You'll need ammunition too. Each box of ammunition contains 20 bullets. Finally, you might want to take along some spare wagon parts. Wagon wheels, axles, and tongues are liable to break along the way. If you're unable to repair a broken wagon, you'll be in big trouble.
Okay, so 200 pounds of food for each person. 2 sets of clothes per person. So that's 1,000 pounds of food, minimum. 10 sets of clothes. Okay, that's something to start with. So if we get 10 sets of clothing, 1,000 pounds of food. Okay, so yeah, we've got 800 to spend. 20 bullets per box. I don't know exactly how many of these we need. What if we 1,000 bullets? That seems like a lot, but I don't know. 10 oxen? What if we get 3 of each of these? No, we're still well under. 12 oxen maybe? 12 sets of clothes. I think that's good, and that'll leave us $50 to spend. And I'm only presuming that we need some extra cash along the way to use when we stop, but let's go with that. That looks good. 12 oxen, that seems like a lot, I guess. 2 sets of clothes per person. No, that's more than 2 sets, but 2 plus a couple extra. That's fine. Lots of bullets. That seems like more than enough. 3 spare part, the maximum number of spare parts. I do not want to run out of those. And 1,000 pounds of food. Plus, I know we can shoot our food along the way. So let's do that. Okay, starting date. You need to decide when to set off on the trail. If you leave too early, there won't be much grass for your oxen to eat. You may encounter some very cold weather and late spring snowstorms. But if you leave too late, you may not get to Oregon before winter, which can be very dangerous. If you leave at just the right time, there will be green grass, and for the most part, mild weather. When do you want to start? Okay, well, it's warning us about leaving too early and too late. I think, let's just go with April. I think that's at least a reasonable time. Okay, here we go. Independence, Missouri. It's April 1st, 1848. Started down the trail with 12 oxen, 12 sets of clothes, 1,000 bullets, 3 wagon wheels, 3 axles, 3 tongues, 1,000 pounds of food, and $50. Okay, so here are our stats. The weather, temperature, warm, that's good. Sunny and warm. Perfect way to start. We've gone 0 miles. We got steady pace, filling rations. Let's see, we can change our rations. Filling, meager, and bare bones. Well, let's see how the food goes, and we can skimp if we need to, but let's just, the food, I assume if the game is any good, it will, how much food you eat will affect your health, so, and we can buy more stuff, but we don't want to do that now, because we just finished that. What is the status? Everyone's in good health. Good, so we can check that at any time. Okay, and here's a little guide if you want to learn more. So this is kind of the educational part of the game. Oh, neat. All sorts of things you can read about. That's cool. We're not going to do that, though. Talk? Oh. Better take extra sets of clothing. Trade them to Indians for fresh vegetables, fish, or meat. It's well worth hiring an Indian guide at river crossings. Expect to pay them. They're sharp traders, not easily cheated. Thank you, sir. Are there others to talk to? Oh. Did you read the Missouri Republican today? Says some folks started for Oregon without carrying spare parts, not even an extra wagon axle. Must think they grow in trees. Hope they're lucky enough to find an abandoned wagon. So that's our little tip, to take some extra parts, which we did. Some folks seem to think that 2 oxen are enough to get them to Oregon. I wouldn't go overland without less than 6. Great. Well, we're on the right track. We've got 12. Hopefully, that doesn't result in that. I think that's fine. Okay, so we finished talking. We can trade, we can rest. Oh, we can change our pace. So we got a steady pace now. We don't want to strain ourselves or gruel ourselves, so we're just going to stick with that. Alright, I think we're ready. Enough delay. Let's head out. And away we go. So here's where we're starting. Independence, Missouri. And we're going to visit all of these different locations. This is our trail. And this is our destination over here. So, we got a ways to go. Okay, April 7th. You've reached the Kansas River crossing. So, you can see our food's going down. Health is still good. Pace is steady. We've traveled 100 miles. So let's continue. 6 feet deep. That seems deep to attempt to ford. We got $50. Let's spend 5 and take the ferry. That sounds like a safe bet. Alright, we made it safely across the river. Okay. And we're moving. So we crossed the river here, and we're headed to our next port of call here. Oh, well, it's another river crossing. I guess that's what those triangles are. The Big Blue River crossing. What can we do here? Okay, so there's no ferry or anything. It's 4 feet deep. I guess why don't we caulk the wagon and float it? Crossing the river. Go, you can do it. You can do it. Don't sink. Ah, we made it. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Continuing. Where are we now? Health is good. Okay. So far, so good. Looks like we're approaching a little fort here. Fort Kearney. Excellent, we reached Fort Kearney. Okay. Is there someone we can talk to? Okay, the Platte River Valley forms a natural roadway from Fort Kearney to Fort Laramie. Travelers bound for California, Utah, and Oregon all take this road. Could be the easiest stretch of the whole trip. Should see antelope and plenty of buffalo. Sounds pleasant. The game is still plentiful along here, but getting harder to find. With so many overlanders, I don't expect it to last more than a few years. Folks shoot the game for sport, take a small piece, and leave the rest rot in the sun. Let the rest rot in the sun. Yeah, that's not right. We will not do that, sir. I vow to you we will not follow their poor lead. But we should hunt, perhaps, because we've used about a quarter of our food, and but we're in good health. I'm not going to change our rations because we're in good health, and I don't want that to change. So we can just. Is there anyone else to talk to? The trails from the trails from the jumping-off places, Independence, St. Joseph, Council Bluffs, come together at Fort Kearney. This new fort was built by the U.S. Army to protect those bound for California and Oregon. Wow, it really must have been exciting to actually do this. There's nothing that really compares in our day. Maybe space exploration. Okay, back to the map. Can we hunt? Okay. Can't hunt near the fort. Gotta be on the trail. Well, let's get there. Okay, we're headed out. Let's do some hunting. What do you say? Oh, glad I got enough bullets. There we go. I'm not going to waste bullets on a rabbit. Okay, let's see how much 2 deer gives us. You brought back 86 pounds of food and used 9 bullets. If you continue to hunt in this area, the game will become scarce. Okay. 86 pounds. Okay. That's not so bad, I guess. It's, it's food. So we continue. Continue, okay. Uh-oh, an ox is sick. Well, we got 12 of them, so I'm not going to worry at this point. So we can take if we need to rest, I think we can take a time out. But I don't think we need to at this point. Beth got lost. April 29th, Beth got lost. 2 days later, she's still lost. 3 days later, she's still lost. Oh no, what happened? 4 days later, and hold on, wait, time out. What's going on here? So Beth got lost on April 29th. May 3rd. We still haven't found her, but we're still going, huh? Tell you what, we're gonna hunt. Because we sat there eating food for 3 or 4 days. But I really want her some bison. Come on, give me a bison. No, I'm not shooting a squirrel. Oh, come on. There. I haven't figured it. There. Okay. 99 pounds of food. Okay, fine. Well, I don't know what to do about Beth. I guess we just have to keep going. Oh, well, okay, I guess Beth has the measles, so I guess we found her, that's why we continued. But she has the measles and we're at Chimney Rock. So let's check our status here. We all, with the exception of Beth, all seem to be in good health. There's not a doctor among us, so there's nothing we can really do about her, except, we've got filling rations, so we're getting enough to eat. So I say we just soldier on. Let's take another. You found some wild fruit. That's good. That gave us a little bit of food. Maybe we'll do some hunting after we visit. Oh no! Beth died of measles. Even the dog is sad. Well, things were tough out on the trail. Well, nothing we can do. Soldier on. Now this is quite the developed fort, it looks like. Fort Laramie. And actually this may be a good place to take a look at our map. Yeah, not quite halfway. But I think this is a good place to wrap up this first episode. We'll just take a little break here at Fort Laramie and continue next time. If you've enjoyed this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing to my channel. It would be a great help to me, and I'd appreciate it, and leave a comment if you'd have something to say. So thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.